Hey, you guys! Hey! How are you? And how are you? And how are you? How are you? All the way in the back over there. As you guys know, it's me, D, aka DDDR, and we are here for another episode of Music Maker Monday. Now, if it's your first time here, sit back, relax. We're gonna have a good time because today we're going to interview a musical artist by the name of Pradia. Some of you guys may know him from YouTube as the Cat's Meow. Very funny guy, and we're gonna get into not only his music but his journey on YouTube as well as TikTok because he does TikToks as well. So without further ado, let's introduce my co-host. Y'all know him as the Darren Green Show. What's up?
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What? What's up? How you doing today?
I'm doing fine. I
You
got
doing
off
good?
work. We in the process of getting the car. We just hoping
I'm
it's
mad
gonna
at
get
work
across.
today on Indigenous People Day because I dare not call it the other thing. But
Oh, I'm so glad I forgot that day.
you forgot that day? I wish my job didn't
Okay,
forgot that we had to go to work today. So it's
just
like
another
whatever.
day. Okay.
What? But anyway, like I said, today we have a special guest for you guys because it is a music show that we do every week.
hmm
So without further ado, let me introduce you guys to Pradia.
Hey,
What's up?
y'all.
Woo! I gotta tell on the studio audience. Woo! How, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm fine.
That's
Um,
good.
I'm glad we're out of the Mercury retrograde because
That thing was really weird.
Honey, we
Ugh.
got some of it. I got some of it today, this morning. I'm like, child, what is going on?
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
still
always
dealing with it, but I'm hopeful that I'm coming out of it.
Yeah.
you're
I'm
coming
hopeful
out
that
of
it
it.
might come to a close.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Well, welcome to Music Maker Mondays, my weekly our weekly um music
Period.
show. Right. I'm over here trying to be a diva. I think it's the Wendy show. Well, so let's get started with this interview.
Mhm.
So my first question is, how did you get started in music?
Mm. Well, I come from a musical background, but not a musical family. Neither of my parents can sing. But my brother, God rest his soul, his name is Prentice. He could sing very well, and he was always in like choirs within the city. And that's how I got introduced to music because he was in choirs, so I knew gospel music. And
Mhm.
of course, he was an up and coming teen, so he was with the trend. So I heard all of the Escapes, the Brandies, the Monicas,
Ooh.
the everybody's. I heard all of that infused, and he even loved techno because he was gay as well. So he loved like CC Pennington and Deborah Cox, and it was just like so many infusions of sounds in my ear. And from what I'm told, my parents realized early on that I kind of had a gift in music, so they put me in like tap and piano and all of these things just to kind of see where I fit in. And one day I opened my mouth and I started singing, and they was like, "Wait, like you can sing. Like, so fuck all of this other stuff." So they put me in a choir and had me like doing all this other stuff in church, and I was in choirs in school and stuff like that. But as far as professionally, my cousin Tasha, um, she was trying to be a rapper back in the day, and I was like 12 years old at the time. And me and my cousin Danye, we told her we wanted to sing, and she was like, "If you could write me a song, then we'll put you in the studio, me and my boyfriend." So we wrote, we acted like we wrote Now That She's Gone by Destiny's Child, but she didn't know that song. We did. So we just like, we was like, we wrote this and we sang it so good. And she was like, "That's amazing. We're going to record it." So once we got there, we was just like, yeah, it wasn't us. But she helped us write a song. And at 12 years old, I started recording music. But it wasn't consistent. It was just like I recorded a song here and there and stuff like that. But once I became like, I would say like 18, 19, I started to dibble and dabble in recording myself. Like I started to get software and have a little, I had a web mic at the time that I used to just tape to my closet door, and I recorded music, and it was good. I could write and I can sing. So that kind of took off
Good.
from there. And I started writing more than I was singing because once I started to get into the artistry mode, I realized it was a lot more than just performing, like getting on the stage and just singing your favorite songs. It was a lot more than that. And the business aspect of it was something I did not like.
Hmm.
It this is a really, really, really shady business. And the only reason why I'm back into it now is because I'm able to be independent and handle my own shit myself. If I had to go through an entity, I would be like, nah, fuck this, because it's like, it's so grimy. But I started writing just to kind of keep my vein in the music and, kind of stay current. And that took me far until somebody tried to be shady and didn't want to pay. So what's crazy is it's somebody y'all know. It's like it's a well-known person. Well, she's not popping.
Okay.
She's not popping anymore, but she was.
Can you tell us backstage?
Wait, because I'm not gonna pry and ask who it was, but like, was it like? Because I know you said you wrote more than you sung, so you wrote for other artists, and essentially that's what happened. You wasn't compensated.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, about her, everybody else paid me, and some people kind of took me on the road with them, and I was singing background, and people wouldn't even know it. A lot of these hooks, I kind of referenced, like from back in the day. Like I would reference the hook, and then they would get like a girl to sing it, or sometimes it would be me, and I just wouldn't get credited. I would just get paid because I wasn't in it for all of that, But
that's how the music industry is,
yeah. So I just kind of laid low, but with music and with content creating, it was just something I couldn't shake. Even when I wanted to just be a regular person and just go to work and just do my thing, music wouldn't leave me alone. And so I was just like, I might as well. I have a story to tell. I have music that I want to put out. Let's just do it.
Wow. Where did the name Pradia come from?
That's my birth last name.
Oh, really?
That's my last name. Yeah.
I like that. It's really nice.
Thank you. I was talking to, I won't mention the person who was shady, but one person I did talk to that gave me, hey, yo, Teddy. One person that gave me some advice was, I don't know if y'all remember Also Crispy from Are You the Girl? That TLC show when they were trying to find an extra member. She won. She was like the new Left Eye.
Not the new Left Eye.
I remember they did a show, but I don't think I watched one
I never
episode,
seen that.
I think.
It was a show on like UPN called Are You the Girl? And it was like a reality show with them.
I remember they had that show. I just don't remember who won.
Some kind of way I got connected with the winner and we started talking. And her name is Tiffany as well, but she was like, I use a moniker to protect my brand. So always protect your brand. So at some point, like I was going under the pseudonym Ryan Jones just to kind of protect myself. And then I was just like, I don't want to go through all of that because the person who I will not name, when I finally, got my shit from her, I got my payment. But if you go and look at the credits, it's credited under Ryan Jones because she was just trying to be spiteful. And everybody knows that if you're writing a song, it's under your birth name. She should know because she has had several failed record deals, so she should know how it works. But yeah, I just started writing, and that kind of helped. So yeah, I just decided to use my name because why not? Because it's who I am, and it's easier for people to remember. And once I got to high school, people just started calling me Pradia. It was just, I guess they liked it too, so everybody just started calling me by my last name.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's pretty dope. Which do you like more? Do you like writing music or do you like performing and singing more? Or do you like both at the same amount?
I like singing and I like writing. I don't like performing because I am a very shy person, and people don't realize that because my personality is so big and so bright, and I have so much to give, and I have such a vibrance to my personality. But I'm very reserved, and I'm very to myself and quiet when I'm alone. So I don't really like the spotlight that much. So performing, I would love to do it because I always say I want to be somebody who hosts an award show, and that would be my way to give everybody everything. I'm hosting and I'm Cat, but I'm going to perform during my little ones and twos. So you guys will get music as well. But outside of that, or a festival, I would never want to go on tour. I just don't want to. I don't want to do it too much. Just let me give it and let me go. Singing, I love, and I'm not trying to put anything on myself, but I really think I have nodules because when I was singing in choirs, I wouldn't be able to sustain the entire like concert. Like I would be able to come in and out, you know. My voice for some reason, like I can only do so much. And then there are days, much like Mariah, the great, there are some days because if I don't say that, YB is gonna have my head. So there are some days when my voice is here and I can really just go. And then there are some days when my voice is just like not to that. Like just know. And you just have to listen to that and know your body and just go from there. So I love singing, but if I can get to an ENT and figure out what's going on and how to properly use my instrument and not abuse it, I think I would enjoy singing a lot more.
Okay. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. So as a lot of musical artists, you know, they take, not really take, but they get influenced by different people. Like for instance, Beyonce is definitely influenced by, you cannot say that she's not influenced by Michael Jackson and Donna Summer. I can see it. Who are your musical influences?
Brandy. Beyonce, as far as like work ethic. Like I really want to go there and like give it. I don't want to do it half-ass. Fantasia, as far as soul. Ooh. I feel, if I don't feel it, I've written everything I've ever sang. Nobody has ever written a song for me. And this is in February I released my 5th album. So I've written everything.
Wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Shout out to that pen. Okay.
That pen. But yeah, I think I could mix those, and then the raunchiness and like the unapologeticness, if that's even a word, of Rihanna.
Oh yes. Oh, she's so unapologetic.
I'm gonna say what I want to say, but I'm gonna say it with souls where you connect, and I'm gonna arrange it in a way that you're gonna be like, damn, like he really took his time with this. That's that Beyonce, and then the harmonies and just the way I sing. Brandy all day. Brandy is my top favorite singer. Like I will argue with a light pole about Brandy. Like I don't do it. So yeah, I think a combination of those 4 would be me.
Okay. I do have a question as far as when it comes to like promoting your music and stuff like that. I know that do you ever feel like you're obligated to, because the new thing is TikTok, you get what I'm saying? Like a lot of music goes viral on TikTok and you get this big, you know, startup. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So have you ever integrated into that app, or you're like Adele, like I'm not dealing with that?
Not dealing with it as far as like promotion. Like I'm at a place because my mental health is very important to me. Very important to me. And depression is something that is really kind of prevalent. So I don't want to like get overwhelmed with anything. So whatever I'm doing, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, if it's not fun, I ain't doing it. That's why y'all ain't seen a video for me in a while. Like I will do it when it's fun. Until this shit is legit paying my bills and it's like something I have to do, I'm not gonna force it, you know, because that takes the joy out of it. And that sucks the joy out of it. So for me, when it comes to TikTok, I really only use it for the voiceovers to create those little skits because I think those are just so fun. And once I saw those and I was able to do it, and people were like gassing me up, like, "Oh, Cat, you're spot on! Like you're the word." And I'm like, "Well, yes!" Like, so I was happy about that. But as far as promoting my music, I wouldn't mind if like I have nieces and nephews, so if they could like do a little dance to a song or two,
right? They go viral, and you the next.
Go viral. I'm with that 100% because I love my job, but I do want to quit. Like I love it, but I just don't. I want to do something that fulfills me, even with my work. Like if it doesn't, I don't feel like I'm getting something out of it. Not even if it's just monetary. I don't feel like I should be doing it.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's definitely the way to be. I feel the same way as far as the job. You know, it's all right, but I'm trying to start my own empire.
Yeah.
Okay.
That definitely that part. And we're now in a climate in the world where we're starting to be a little, I didn't want to say nicer, but we're starting to accept like a lot of LGBT artists such as Lil Nas X, Janelle Monáe, Kim Petras, which I don't know if you guys know, she's a trans artist and she's really big right now. She just She's on that Unholy song with Sam
Oh, I
Smith.
know her.
That's her. She's trans.
Yeah,
She's
I
trans.
literally just found out like a year ago. I was like, wow, she okay.
Her voice is amazing.
Amazing. And I'm not a big
Let me
Sam
stop.
Smith fan, but the whole day I'm at work listening to that Unholy song. I'm like,
I
oh,
love
this
that
is
song.
certified
I just saw the
Hallelujah.
performance. I think they did BBC. I just saw the performance the other day, and I heard it for the first time watching the performance. It was amazing.
Yeah, she's a trans artist. So now we're accepting that. Do
Yeah.
you think it's hard for you to continue doing your music and be your authentic self in the LGBT community? Do you think people that you think this world is going to accept you, basically?
Yeah, and the reason why I say that, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of one of the ones that pioneered this shit because I was singing live back in like 2013, 2012. I was doing like little spots in Houston, and I will never forget this. Twitter had just become a thing. And I hashtag because everybody was like hashtag this event, on Twitter because Instagram was not even a thing. So it was like hashtag if you're talking about it, hashtag whatever event. So I went under the hashtag and I was searching, and I saw this tweet from a guy in the audience saying, "This man is really singing about getting fucked in the ass."
Okay.
And I retweeted it and I was like, "But you're talking about it. You enjoyed it. So like obviously I did something right." So stuff like that, like people wanted to put me on. And I was a part of like different crews in Houston and stuff, but it was really hard to place me because, like I said, everybody was writing songs with me and getting me in to write their hooks. But either they was getting a girl to sing it, or they wasn't crediting me because they didn't want to be associated with the gay nigga. So I was in that realm for a long time, and I think that was a lot of part of the grimy shit because a lot of them wanted to work with me, but didn't want it to be known that they were working with me.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a lot easier because you have your Santanas, and I'm not even all the way out there like that. So if Santanas are accepted, I know my music will be accepted. And I'm a lot more comfortable with saying he and him in my song instead of just like either line and saying she or making baby or babe or like making it ambiguous. So now it's a little bit different. I even have a song on my new album called Hot Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just really going like, you just a hot boy, chocolate skin with a rock boy. Like, that's just, but so now it's a lot, baby. Now it's a lot more acceptable and it's a lot more digestible. But I will say as far as like, a lot of straight people talk about the overindulgence of like gay stuff in shows and music and stuff. I think the overindulgence of sexuality, period, is just a little sickening. Like, I get that we can have sex appeal and all of that, but it's like you don't have to overdo it, like in any sense of the word. Just as much as y'all don't want to see gay people, we don't want to see y'all fucking either. Like, can we just get a show? Can we just get a song? Like back in the 90s, people was begging people to take them back and singing about how much they loved each other. We could insinuate what was gonna happen after the song ended. We didn't have to know that you sucking her pussy right in the second verse. Like we didn't have to know that. Like,
Right.
And if you want to have one or two songs like that, then that's fine. But work,
Well, I mean, to each his own. But I definitely feel like everyone deserves to have the freedom to express themselves in their.
I just think balance is important. As much as we have sexuality, let's talk about love. Let's talk about heartbreak because we experience all of it. We just not out here fucking. That's not all of what That's not all what it is. So if we can get a perfect balance of it all, I would love that. Is Unholy about a man who is portraying to be straight but really fucking with Sam Smith on the side?
I don't know. I know he's cheating on his wife. I gotta listen to it again because I was trying to watch the video.
Not y'all getting into the storyline because
some of my faves were in it.
He got the video. The video came out or whatever.
We have a comment. As a straight person, we have over 2,000 years of straight people. Now it's time for the LGBT to shine. I agree. But I think I spoke to you about this, Darren, too, how I feel about, yes, I want to see more people of color, more women in the front line, more LGBT, more trans, more all of these stuff. But is it for the right reasons? As a musical artist, well, you say you mostly write for yourself and all that, but have you ever stumbled upon anybody that tried to use you?
Yeah. That girl.
Well, you did say
I wrote hundreds of records for her, and when we only got like maybe 3 or 4 plays, but we did get some placed on her album. And I wrote so many records for her. And when I talked to her about, first of all, she mentioned contracts and split sheets and all of those things. But once I brought it up and was like, hey, like the album is out and I'm not paid. What's going on, sis? She was like, oh, it was a passion project. It was never monetary. And I'm like, passion? Like for you, it was passion. I was working. I was trying to get a gig. Like it, but it was definitely a learning lesson. And the reason why I came out of retirement was because the people who I do work with made sure all of that was covered before me. I was basically telling them, I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. I don't really fuck with music like that anymore. I'm gonna write this song because I love you. And then they called me and was like, no, Kat, you're gonna get paid and this is what we're gonna do. So come over and sign a split. That's what I fuck with. Like, just handle the business.
See, people use that. People use that, and I don't know how famous that person is. But a lot of them, the ones that's really out there, they feel like, oh, I'm giving them work, so let me not credit them, pay them, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Like, we see that with a lot of people in this
exactly. And my thing is like, you would get more respect out of me if that was the case and you didn't go with the song. I wrote the title record. You named the album after the song I wrote. Make it make sense, sis. Like we're not going to do that. And it's still all love. I still listen to her music. I still listen to her music. Because I got mine and we good. Like if you want it right now, as long as the paperwork is involved, let's go. Because I love it. You're not taking anything from me. Because I am music. So.
Oh, period.
Wow. So, unless you had a question, Darren, I saw you like you're about to.
No. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
For now.
So for now. So one of your first projects was called Enigma. Why did you name that album Enigma?
Well, that album was the first of a trilogy. So this album that's coming out in February ends that trilogy. Enigma, I named it Enigma because of the time that I was in my life. I was still figuring myself out. So to me, I was an enigma. I was very bipolar in my emotions, and I was very in and out, hot and cold with my relationships, with both romantic and just platonic with family. I was just figuring me out. And you can kind of hear that through the record. There's an innocence and like an almost blissful ignorance as a thread in the album, because it's like I'm very unaware, but you can hear that I'm figuring it out through the album. And once I get to the last track, when I'm at Black Magic, I'm figuring out, okay, I'm worth it. You know, I actually have what it is that I'm looking for. And then we get to Leo and we go through the heartbreak. But with Enigma, I was just figuring myself out, and that was the perfect word to describe me in that process in my life. Because I couldn't understand shit that was going on. But I knew that I wanted to document it because it's something that I can go back to and reference, you know, as a time in my life. If I'm just talking to my family, my friends, or my future children, I can be like, this is where I was here. Like I was living, this was real time what I was going through. So I thought that was the perfect time to start something because I could feel myself unraveling. It was the start of Corona, and I was just like, I'm losing it. And what was crazy about that was I'm an introvert. So staying to myself and being inside and not going nowhere should be everything to me. But when I'm forced to do it, it's like I feel like a prisoner.
Yeah.
There was just so many emotions going through, and I was calling myself trying to start a relationship, and I was trying to rush that because I was just going through so much.
Yeah. No, because that. Let me tell you something. COVID-19, that was crazy. That was a crazy time.
Yeah.
All that. I mean, because I consider myself an introvert as well. Very introverted child. I said I got social anxiety. I don't.
Me too.
When it's time to work, it's time to work.
That's another reason why I don't want to do live shows, because I like people. I am very much a social person when that time comes.
Yeah.
My social meter, my social switch it's literally bipolar. There is no, it's on or off. Once I'm off, I'm ready to go. And that's why I drive myself everywhere. I don't want to ride with nobody nowhere unless I'm 100%
Right.
with you. And you know, once I start giving you the signal, it's time to get your personal attention.
Oh no, they make fun of me, child. I be on the Uber. She's like, you already on Uber? Yes, I am,
Yeah,
child.
it's time to go. I don't do that. I will
Yeah.
pull up to a place, and if the energy is not right, I'm ready to go. I will leave. I have pulled up to places and have not gone. Like, my energy is just so important to me because I've given it frivolously, and it's fucked me up. So it's like now I'm left with rebuilding myself. And it's like now it's like I'm one of those guard dogs. Like, don't get too close. And if you are getting too close, what are you here for? Because no.
Exactly. I have to ask, and I don't want to be that type of person. What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, Libra. We compatible. Okay.
Yes.
Leo. Yeah.
One of my best friends, Sylvia, is a Libra. Her birthday is Wednesday.
Well, happy birthday to her. His birthday was last week.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Third.
What did you do?
I went to an Italian restaurant. That's with my family.
Come Italian.
Oh, fancy meal, yes. That olive oil.
I love Italian food.
Me too.
But you mentioned earlier that like a lot of us, we go through depression, we go through anxiety. You're introverted. Do you think your music can and is helping you to be more outgoing, to help you through your depression and your anxiety?
Oh yeah, because it's cathartic. You know, I definitely therapize while I'm writing. And when I create content as well, you know, believe it or not, when I was doing shit on a consistent basis, some of my best content came when I was at my lowest.
That's how I be.
Some of my deepest writing came when I was just done with everything. And sometimes there's a song on my upcoming album called Look in the Mirror. And I wrote that when I was so down. And I would listen to it and just cry. Like, to give myself the strength, like, hey, you got this, you can pull through. So yeah, a lot of it helps with, you know, me socializing more and getting out there. Because if not, then I would just be this crude. And now I'm slightly getting to a place because I didn't know Instagram was doing this, and now I'm just like, let me just surrender. Because there are people on my Facebook that are like coming to my Instagram, my business Instagram, like my cat Instagram, and they're like, and I've always tried to keep my world separate. Instagram has been suggesting my reels on Facebook, and now I'm just surrendering to that, and I'm just like, it's okay, you know, like, this is who you are. Like, I don't know why I wanted to keep the world separate, but now it's starting to merge, and I'm just like, it's okay. Like, just surrender to whatever it is, because whatever life is trying to do, it's obviously gonna work out, you know, for the better. So just do your part and let life do its part.
Right.
Like we said before, a lot of people know you from YouTube. I've met you through YouTube. What made you wanted to be a content creator in this sense?
Funky Dineva.
Ooh,
I was watching Funky Dineva, and my cousin Danye, we both have similar tastes. And we would watch thank you, Vivian. Thank you. I will always be enough. We were watching him. Sometimes we would watch his videos together on the phone and just laugh for hours. And one night he was just like, hey, you can do this. And I'm like, what are you talking? He was like, you can do this. Like, what we're doing, what we're watching, you can do this. Because I would do that. Like, we would watch shows, and before we would watch, like, if it's something that Funky Dineva wouldn't review, he would call me and be like, what did you think of this episode? And for like 30 minutes, I would just have him crying on the phone, just telling him what I thought of the episode. He was like, film it. And at first I used to shoot it down. I'm like, and that's how we got the stage name, because I was like, no, like, I'm above that. I'm the Cat's Meow. Like, I'm not a cheap thrill. Like, I'm back then the Cat's Meow was like the top, the who's of the who. So I was like, I'm the Cat's Meow. Like, I don't I'm not doing that. And it kind of worked. That name with, you know, my spick, it kind of worked. And if you look at some of my old content, because I'm starting to mature now, but a lot of my old content has a heavy thread and influence of Funky Dineva. Like, you can see it. I really loved him, and I really looked up to him, and that's how I got started. And I started with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and it just kind of went from there. And then I did Blood and Water, on Netflix. And doing that got me over 500,000 views on one video.
Wow.
My
Congratulations.
biggest video now is like 600,000, and it's a blood and water episode. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, so apparently I'm big in Africa, and
Won't he do it?
won't he do it? Go to the mother, and I can't wait to go visit. I had an opportunity to go when I was younger, but I was being scared. My mom wasn't going, so I didn't go. But
Right.
I would love to visit, but yeah, that's how I got started. But now it's different. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I don't know if I've been shadow banned or what, but my views have totally like switched. And I'm just not willing to keep up with the Joneses. More power to my Justice League members and everybody else who is consistent and has that energy. I can't do it. I can't. They pumping out 2 and 3 videos a day, and I'm like, y'all are machines. How are y'all doing this? Like working full-time jobs. How are y'all? They're finding the strength and the energy, and that's how they're staying relevant. And I guess because I'm not doing that, my views are suffering, and that's like I was telling Darren. That's why I'm at a place now where if it's not fun, I'm just not gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna force myself and make it more than what it is. I'm not gonna stress over the numbers and the comments and likes. Just do it when I feel like doing it.
I definitely can relate to that because in the beginning, because this year I haven't really been, I started back making videos now, but at the beginning of the year, I was celebrating 2 years of this, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm not even at 1,000 right now. I'm gonna just do this video and just not be on social media for like a good 5 months, which I wasn't. And to be honest, it was depressing me. I felt like I wasn't being my authentic self.
Yes.
People are asking for videos that I actually don't even want to do. They want me to review things that actually got me upset. I'm like, why am I watching this? This is only upsetting me. I want to watch things that are pertaining to myself. And a lot of people, my friends know I'm very much into the entertainment business, and whatever. I'm a dancer. Like I get paid for that on the side as well. So I want to produce that on my channel. And when I started to, I wouldn't get as much views as I would for a like a review of The Masked Singer or Drag Race. Even people in my comments are like, "Can you review this?" In my head, I'm like, "That's not all that I do. I'm trying to show you who I am."
In the box, and that's what
I'm
it
thinking
is.
that this is the
box. And I'm also like, I'm not. Y'all don't understand. For the people that are watching, let me just tell y'all, as a content creator, it's not. There are some people like Rodney the Voice and other people like even no, because he as be asked stuff. But there are some people who literally just press record and they can go for 30 minutes and that's it. For me, I record for 30 minutes, then I have to edit for an hour, then I have to chop that up and do my little clips for Instagram. That goes into it, and after all of that work, I get 59 views. Like it makes you not want to do it. So y'all gotta understand, and if y'all not watching, I love y'all and I hear y'all. Y'all want to see certain things, but if 5 of y'all are gonna watch it, and it took me a half a day to do this shit, it's just not.
They don't be letting them. They don't be letting your subscribers know. They only let a select few, and we gotta watch how we talk here because sometimes the algorithm is watching this and they're like, oh well, they're talking about too much of this. Let's go ahead and shadow ban. But like that's just literally how it is, and if you don't post a lot, that's another thing too. If you post stuff that's different from what you're used to posting, because it's not even just people that put you in a box. It's actually these apps. It's YouTube. You start doing something different. Like, no, this isn't going to bring in people. They think that it's not going to bring in people, so they don't even give your videos a chance.
A chance. That is so true. That is so true. They don't even give your videos a chance. And, YB and I, we have conversations like that. Like, what are we doing? Like, because and it sucks when you know that you're good.
Yeah.
Like, I know my shit's good. I know my shit has quality. Like, and the fact that y'all not fucking with it, it's like, but a lot but they understand, like a lot of times they don't know. My friends ask me all the time, are you still doing YouTube? And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not. Because the fact that I've been putting out videos for 6 months and you don't even know that I'm putting out content, what is up with that? And you are subscribed to me. So why are you not getting my content?
It boils down to the point where you need to start, look, if you really care about us, look on our page.
Right.
Page to see if there's any new videos because apparently YouTube ain't doing it.
Right.
They ain't telling us.
And read the captions on Instagram because I get fair views on Instagram in all of my things. I'm like link in bio. So if you want to see the Go
every day.
Everything is there, and the fact that
every day I do that. I even I'll be like, my friends are probably pissed. I send them texts of my stuff. I'm like, here, it's out there. You're asking me for it. Here, it's right here. But you have to, you know what? You have to push harder, and it goes back into going, talking about people like Beyonce and Whitney and Michael. They worked hard, and people don't see it for them all the time. Beyonce said in her new album. But if you're really passionate about something, you gotta push, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be blood, sweat, and tears. But if you're producing something amazing, at the end result is going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
I was watching this podcast with I think Zachary Campbell and Trey Melvin. It was the episode where they were talking about like, when is it my time? And they said if you just keep on going at it and just keep on going at it, eventually, because the universe is not going to have you working all this, you working hard and it don't pay off. It'll never pay off. No, I mean, you got to keep on going. And I really took to that, and it's definitely inspiring to see that. Just to hear you guys' experience with being a content creator. I guess I could take over this part because we had you was covering the music and I was doing because you have a podcast called The Kitten Box. Now I'm a podcaster myself, So what inspired you to get into that?
I kind of always wanted to do radio, and I was like, okay, do I want a radio show, or how can I do this, And there were things. It started off as like things that I wanted to say that I could not say on YouTube, because I always, and I'm on YB about this all the time, like, figure out where you want your brand to sit on the spectrum. You can't be talking like Lil' Kim and get invited to the sellers. It don't work. They're not gonna invite Lil' Kim to the sellers. They're never gonna, like, people were surprised to see Beyonce. That's why their phones were out, because it's just like, like. But she talks about God, so it kind of works. You kind of get a door in. Like, you have to figure out where you want your brand to go, because that's going to ultimately affect where you end up. So I wanted YouTube to be relatively like clean, and we can say the raunchy stuff and do, so that way I can please two masters and do what I really need to do. Right. So I was like, let's just do the kitty box, and it started off as like relationship stuff, but now I'm revamping it because it's just like, A, you can only talk about relationships so much. And then B, it's like, why would 3 gay men who are all single give advice to people week after week, and we don't have a man? So it's just like, yeah, let's turn that and just figure that out. So that's what we're doing now. Like, we're conversing with one another and just trying to figure out what we want to do, because even though it's my show, it's not my show. Jace and YB contributed very greatly to that show, and I can't do it without them. And I love their voices and their opinions, so I need to know how they feel and what they want to bring to the table. I have to pull a lot out of Jace, because Jace is very reserved and very bougie. Like, bitch, I'm here. I'm going to sip my wine. I'm going to drink my hookah. I'm going to smoke my hookah, and I'm going to just contribute. He brings stories, but he don't really like going deep. He don't want to go. And YB is the exact opposite. YB wants to say everything. That's if I say I chipped my nail, let's get into the trauma of why you chipped your nail. What happened early for you to walk into that tree and chip your nail? Like, I'm just like, okay, so if we can just meet, and I'm the type of person who wants to keep it fun, funky, and fresh. So we have 3 different ideas that we're trying to like bring into one. So if we can find a perfect balance, in time.
We can do it in segments. I mean, segments, and then naming the segments. And
we can do it in segments. We can definitely do it in segments, but also time. YB is now a fresh father. He
okay.
No, he don't have
like
he's helping raise his nephew. His 16-year-old nephew came to stay with him.
Okay.
And that's an adventure and an experience within itself, because he's so used to being by himself, and now he's helping raise this young one, and he's active. He's an athlete, so that takes a lot of his time. And then Jace, we can't find a weekend to where he's off because he's booked. Like, his cooking is exquisite. He stays booked. He stays busy. So finding the time to even get together and talk about what we want to talk about is hard in itself. but we're figuring it out. And also, like I was saying earlier, not putting pressure on anybody. Like we'll come back when it's time, when it's the divine timing, and we all have the time to come back. We will. Like we found the time to talk about Beyonce. When that album came out, I was like, "Fuck what y'all got going on, clear your schedules. We talking about Renaissance. That is what it is."
Coming to Beyonce,
but yeah, once we figure it out, we'll have it on more like a consistent basis because now we're talking about shooting multiple episodes in a day, so we can spread the season out a little bit more. Because people like it, people really love it, and it helps us. We learn a lot from each other and about life. Just talking, because that's all it is. It's just a conversation that happens to record.
Now this is on the streaming services, right? Like the Apple Podcast, Spotify.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, all your streaming services.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and check out the Kitty Box anywhere you get the podcast. All right.
Now, I know you from, like I said, YouTube, but also the Justice League.
Yeah.
But those are your everybody's your family, but I realize with you and YB, you guys have like a special bond. Yeah. How did that come about?
I don't know, actually. He was the one that reached out to me. He had been watching me for years, and he reached out to me and asked me would I be a guest. Before the Justice League was even formed, it was going to be all of them, and I was going to be a guest. And I came on, and he was surprised that I said yes. I was so surprised that I said yes because I don't do collaborations. Because like y'all may not know this, but I lost both of my brothers. So after losing my brothers, I don't really get close with people. Like it's just weird for me. I just have this distance with people because I don't know. So the fact that I even said yes, I was like, okay, this is new for me because I don't do collaborations, but I'll try this. And it was a group of them. I felt like I fell right in. Everybody felt like home to me. And YB kind of just kept in contact and was like, just talking to me. And just over time, like every time we would get together, like, do y'all have that one person to where like you don't have to say anything, but if y'all kind of just look at each other, y'all both like laughing for like hours, and everybody's just like, what the fuck is going on with you? I've never met YB in real life, but we have that connection.
Oh wow.
I've never met him, and that is my best friend. And we have that connection. Like we laugh at the same things. We have the same dark humor. It's like he's the yin to my yang. I'm going through. He's like, okay, Kag, you got this. And then he'll call me in tears, and I'm just like, get it out, but we're gonna get through it. Like that is just but we all kind of bonded that way. You have Ebby and Really B and El Teddy jailed together. You have Terrence and Scotty, magnetic, like instantly they were friends. And same thing with us, like we're a cute family, but we have our, we all have our minis in the family, and we all respect it because we all just understand we're grown. We understand that it's not that we love anybody any less, but it is what it is, But it's all love. Like I love my girls. They keep me grounded. They always check on me. Ebby is always in the group like, hey, I ain't heard from y'all in a minute. Check in. Scotty, goddamn. Like, we can't keep up with Scotty. Scotty just interviewed fucking Candy, bitch. Like, I know somebody who just interviewed period. And the other month, he is celebrating a new milestone, 30,000, 35,000. Like, before you know it, he's going to be at 100,000, then 1 million. And Scotty just keeps climbing, and he's one of those machines that I was talking about. I don't see where he gets the energy from because he works full time. He has his show with Jamar, and he has the Boys Night Out, and he still does his Yes for the Mess, and he still does Whether You Like It. Like he does so much, and it's just like, wow, Really B is climbing. She has her content on YouTube, and she's doing content on TikTok. Really B, Ebby just hit 10K on TikTok. Like,
yeah,
what? Like, and she has her new show on TTB. Like, I'm just so proud of them. And then, yeah, they are all just doing the damn thing. And it's just like, I'm happy that we kind of linked up and created the Justice League, and we still want to do. We're gonna plan it one day, but we still want to do like a block party where we just meet everybody who's ever like loved us or loved on us. Like, It may be in one of our local cities, but we're gonna all come together for like a weekend and just like party with y'all, just to say thank you. But that'll be our first time meeting as a group too.
And that was going to be my next question. If you guys were going to have like quote unquote like a reunion or two, because I know you guys are all growing because you guys started from reviewing and reacting to LGBT web series, which is great, but you can't be stagnant all the time either. You definitely have to grow.
Yeah.
So definitely that was going to be my next question. But you guys produced that probably even before COVID. But I remember that's how I met y'all during COVID. And to be honest, I believe a lot of people can say this. Y'all just going online, sometimes even just random. You guys allow people to be sane. You allow people to just get out of that funk. Because where we were going, the internet, that's it. We can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So you guys actually created a platform that allowed people to just forget all the issues, all the problems, all the stuff that about this disease that we had no idea about. Basically forget. Sometimes you guys will be comedic, sometimes you guys will be serious, but you guys brought people together, and I want to tell y'all thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That means on behalf of the entire Justice League, thank you. That means so much to us because as much as we healed y'all healed us. Like we would be backstage like, I'm going through it, like tonight needs to be the night, like, and we would do things that just were so sporadic. I remember when we were shooting our the most fun time we ever had was when we were shooting the promo commercial for Chasing. And everybody kind of introduced themselves, and we were all like shooting it on the StreamYard link. And really I think she was the one controlling it, and she put me on the screen right as I was about to bite into a burger. And I was just like it was just so fun. We had moments like that, and just little, like I said with Evie with the check-ins, like it just, that means something. I know for me, because I deal with my mental health, and to know that somebody cares and is thinking about me when you think nobody is, means the world to me. And they deal with my craziness, like, because there are times, and I know y'all probably know this, there are times when I just go ghost. Like, I just won't be active and I won't post anything because I'm just going through my own emotions. But Epi and Really B, them heifers will call me. Yes, I love Ty Couture. My hero.
Oh, I did. I loved his content. He was fine too. Shit.
Yeah, they will
love his content
and check in, and El Teddy's real good with that too. And everybody's real active in the chat, and I just love that. Even though we have our own things going on, we still maintain a community amongst each other, and we still support each other because it's all love.
Yeah, I think I met. It's crazy because I met El Teddy because we were interested in like the same show. I think what's that show called that was on David Makes Man, and I was like commenting on his stuff. He said, "You on the show?" I'm like, "Yeah," and that's how I met. And then eventually I met D, and then I met Really B and Ebby and all of them. And I was just like, "Wow, this is just like this is a community of people." And
it's a real community of people.
Yeah. It really is. Now that like myself, you're very nostalgic. You love old school stuff. You like nerdy stuff. What brought you into being like this person that likes all this nostalgia and like making the band? I saw your TikTok on the Make It Back. Hilarious, by the way.
Thank you.
Like, what brought that about?
I'm an old soul. I to a lot of my family members, I'm like Keke Palmer. I'm like that cool young hip. I'm like that cool young hip uncle. I was just talking to my nieces and nephews Sunday because we're all like a stoner fan. So we were all smoking, and I was sitting on my trunk in a group of my nieces and nephews, and their mom and dad are over there like talking, and I'm like, what's crazy is I'm in y'all's group, but I'm a part of their generation. Like, y'all don't get that. I am with your parents, and I'm sitting here with y'all. Like, so the fact that I'm able to transcend really helps me. But again, with my brother and my cousin and just all of my family, they were nostalgic. Every time we were around, well, not really nostalgic, they were current. I was a child of the 90s. I was born in 1990. So I believe I came up in the best decade. I wish I was alive in the 80s, but The fact that God knew to put me here smack dab in 1990 lets me know that he know what he doing. So,
all right.
I just, that was the best era for me. And I grew up in that era. So a lot of stuff that I'm reminiscing on is just me going back to what matters to me. Because if you turn on the radio today, it's a lot of like, what? Where's SWD? Like, where's Brownstone? Like, where is Brandy? Like, the real Brandy. Like, come on. Like, not all of these carbon copies. Like, where is Brandy? The only person who is like a new version of somebody and I'm willing to accept her is Snow Allegra.
Who?
I've never listened to her music.
If you listen to Sade, you listen to Snow Allegra. But she's like an up and current. Like, so she's singing like Sade-esque type ways on a current beat. It's very, I love her. I don't have a lot of her music in my iPod, but I do respect what she's doing. And there are new people, like, when I say new, I mean like Ari Lennox or like the Scissors. I really get into.
SZA.
I
love some Ari. Ugh.
I love Ari Lennox. I love Jasmine Sullivan. She's amazing.
What about the rap girlies? Doja Cat?
Rap girlies. I'll get into a piece of Doja Cat. I'll get it. But the thing is, I've grown up on R&B music. I didn't get into the hip hops until like I was in my teen. And the only rap album I've ever owned was The Naked Truth by Lil Kim.
Oh, okay.
And Polo Rich Girl by Jackie O. I had that album. But
I remember Jackie O.
I stole that from my brother because I was in his car one day riding with him to the mall and he was listening to a song called Pussy Real Good by Jackie O. And I was like, I gotta have that song. But back then, so yeah. So I'm into rap, but not necessarily into rap. I'm more of an R&B head, so that's why you hear me talk about the R&B joints. Because I really didn't get into pop until later. Like, YB is the reason why I love Mariah as much as I do now. Back then, I was just
Mariah is pop, right? Yeah.
Huh?
I said Mariah is pop. I always looked at her as R&B.
She's pop.
She's both. She's
both. She's categorized as pop, just like Beyonce. She's both, but she's pop.
Yeah,
because pop is short for popular.
Yeah, like it's not even like a genre of music. If you think anything could be pop, a nursery rhyme could be pop. Once the Baby Shark song is a pop song.
It's pop.
Speaking of, because I know we was bringing up Beyonce a couple of times. What is your thoughts on her whole like changing her songs around with this whole conversation about sampling and stuff? Like recently, we had these excuse my age, I'm a little young here, but the people that did I'm Too Sexy for My Shirt or whatever, they came out and was like, yeah, you didn't call us, you didn't send us a personalized email about featuring our, I guess, lyric, because the lyric was kind of the same of their song. We seen Khalees say Speak Out before then, and then like other people was just talking about how she's like overly sampled this album to the point where it's like, did you have any creative? Which is crazy because I'm like, honey, sample has been around for a long time, but
for a very long time. So the people who have that third thought, you just throw them in the garbage because it's just like those are the people who will never be cool with anything Beyonce does, and it's just like, girl, okay, cool. Unpopular opinion, and Jace will have my head for this. Khalees, girl, no. The La La La's are great on the end of the song, and I'm gonna keep my version. I'm not gonna download the new version because you was in your ass about her not shouting you out. Because was it the fact that you didn't get the verbal credit, or the fact that you didn't get monetary credit? Like, what are you really pissed about?
She didn't get. She was her name was on it, but
that's verbal credit. So you mad you didn't get paid? You mad at the people who actually wrote the song got paid?
For real. Anyway.
That your beef is with him, not with Beyonce. And with the I'm Too Sexy, bitch, the album came out in July. Why are you talking shit in October?
Then lied because her team came out and was like, we did contact you, we paid, and
all of the things.
You ain't get a personalized email, okay?
Because it wasn't for you. We paid the people who own the song. That's what y'all got to take up y'all issue with.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking selves. Y'all didn't do what y'all needed to do to get the rights to y'all music. So now, this is where the chips have fallen.
Look,
it's not her fault.
Yeah.
Some people just love to hate Beyonce just for the fact of hating Beyonce, and that's only gonna make her progress more.
Yeah.
She still ain't put out visuals, and y'all still talking about it. Y'all still talking about it.
She not putting out visuals. Like, I'm like, if you don't go to Netflix or damn HBO Max.
Well, my thing was this, and I love Beyonce. That's my H-Town girl, hometown bred. But I just personally wouldn't have released the trailer if I knew that I wasn't gonna release the actual videos no time soon.
Right. All these damn
why did you give us trailers to nothing? Why would you do that to us? And this is like so weird for me. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get into her head so bad because we've had at least 1, 2, maybe 3 award shows since her album has come out. No performances, no videos, no at-home performances, no tiny desk, no festivals, no like Beyonce, what are you doing? I want y'all to get into the music. Girl.
We done got into the music. Okay, we ready to see you perform it.
The thing is, like, we're Beehive. We're gonna always get into the. When do we not get into the music, Beyonce?
Right.
When do we not?
I'm over here trying to imagine how these dance routines, and I don't dance. Let me tell you something. But when I tell you, when I was listening to Renaissance, I got my ass up.
Like I do the same thing in my head. Like I just be doing different things in my head because I want to imagine what it like. Stop doing that to us.
Right.
Just give us the videos.
Because she got it done. It's done. Like it's finished.
And I want people to understand it's 3 albums. Stop thinking that the tour and the videos are part of the acts. That's not what's going on. She said in her thank yous, 3 acts of albums. Like, I recorded these 3 acts. Recorded. People don't record in terms of visual or photography. When they say record, that's audio. She recorded 3 albums. And I really think it's 3 different eras. Jace was saying on one of our podcast episodes that he thinks it's 3 different decades, like 70s, 80s, 90s, or 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I don't care what it is. I don't care if the next album is a collection of lullabies. Just give me what I need.
Right.
Give me what I need. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think it's a lot that we gotta wait for. And I'm just like, Beyonce, if you don't come on, every time I see our post, I'm like, oh, is something coming up? I've seen the whole
I understand though, because I'm the same way with my album. He keeps cussing me out every time I talk about it because my album has essentially been done since May. And it's not coming out until February because that's when I released the other 2. I released Enigma in February and I released Leo in February. So obviously this new album has to come out in February and it's done. But what I love about it is because it's done, I can do what Beyonce is doing now. She thinks people don't know. Beyonce is still making changes to this album. Somebody pointed that out on TikTok. Like, if you go and listen to some of the songs, like you have Apple Music, some of the songs have changed. Now, because I downloaded it, I have the original. So I still got the la la la's, I still got the yaki yaki yaka, I still got all of it. I got all of it.
Yeah.
But I still got spaz too. Because y'all not gonna take spaz from me just because it's related to people who have epilepsy. I don't
slur in another country, but I think in Australia or something like that, but we ain't know that.
I mean, I get why she did it.
People have said spaz, so why are we so sensitive about it now?
I mean, I get it. Like, you know, if it's offensive to you and you don't want me to say it, I'm not going to say it, whether I agree with it or not.
I agree with that. I agree with being respectful, but at the same time, it's just like at the end of the day, y'all, we're always going to offend somebody.
Yeah.
Like even now, she's taking all the things out. She's changed the songs. A certain country won't even they just posted the horse. Her album cover is just the horse because it's over sexualized for her to be in that outfit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And she performs in the leotards. It's too sexual for some people. You're always going to displease somebody.
Wow.
So it's like if that's the case, then just don't release an album because at some point, somebody gonna be pissed about something you
Somebody
said.
gonna be pissed off. Yeah.
The church community is pissed about church girl.
Sit down.
I did not
Sit
care. I
down.
was
Y'all
like,
got
look,
a whole pastor out here doing clout stuff. Sit
there
down.
was so many of these people
that
that's on YouTube was talking about, I'm gonna dissect everything she talked about on Renaissance. This is unholy and this. I'm just like,
but that's how you know she on her way back to the top.
Right.
When they start bringing up the Illuminati, I said, "Oh, this is."
They already had to think about the horses. They said, "Oh no, this is biblical."
The four horses, the four horsemen.
Oh my god!
So when she do start performing, and she do release the videos, and she do go on tour, it's gonna be fucking epic because of this.
Yeah.
I just want her to get to it. You keep doing these club Renaissance parties and stuff, girl. Like
I was hoping she was gonna get the Super Bowl. I mean, good that we got Rihanna. That's fine, but
I love Riri.
I was hoping if she gonna get that Super Bowl again. Oh yeah, we would have got
every year. You want to see Beyonce,
but she is touring. She's touring next summer, right?
I'm getting my points together.
That's the rumor, but it's just like I want to see you perform at some award shows.
This is true. This is
she definitely could have did VMA. She definitely could have did. What was the last one?
Oh, she got the Grammy.
She wanted to. You think she wanted to?
VMAs.
No, that's where she announced her pregnancy. That's where she did
that whole
upside down for the first time. That was her first VMA performance when she was upside down and she came down in that sea biscuit as Chris Rock called it.
When you look at the lineup of that, and I don't want to shit on, because this is in my state, Jersey. The VMA Awards, it just wasn't. I mean, the only A-lister there was Nicki.
I'm not gonna lie and say that it was, but the VMAs and Beyonce have a great relationship.
Oh, okay. Lil Nas X was there too, but
that's my friend in my head.
That's at the VMAs. So I would think that if you're gonna do something, it's either gonna be the Billboard Awards or the VMAs, or the Grammys. But it's just like the Grammys ain't the place for you to be doing all that raunchy shit. It's the VMAs. So if she could have gave us Church Girl, she could have gave us a nasty look. I ain't seen.
She hasn't given us a VMA performance in 2016. That's when Lemonade came out. And that performance.
Why can't we find that performance on YouTube? What's up with that?
That's what I'm saying.
Beyonce controls the internet.
You cannot find the full performance anywhere. Some people every now and again will post the audio, but you cannot find the video of it at all.
Wow. Now we mentioned Nicki Minaj, and if you have not seen the craziness that's going on between her and Cardi and Meg, you're living under a rock. What do you think about the whole situation? And do you think they should just mind their business and shut up and make music?
Okay, so you have to specify what you're talking about because Nicki has been doing a lot of shit. Cardi has been doing a lot of shit with these rappers, and
all of them, every single last one of them. What do you think about the whole situation about them? It's more than the disagreements, fighting with each other online, pulling up on one another.
I think as far as like Nicki, and I'm not a barb, so if they want to chop my head off, I will, but shame Nicki, because it's just like you're a queen. You should not get off of your pedestal, off of your throne to like throw apples with peasants. Like, why are you doing this? Like, it's like, because it's like, what do you? It really just looks like you're throwing a tantrum.
It really looks like what?
She's throwing a tantrum, just like when she got the number 2 spot to Travis Scott. It was a tantrum, and it's just like, Nicki, you bigger than that though. Like, you don't have to do that. You are literally the queen. Let these chickens fight over the coop. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, you are that girl.
Right.
Cardi, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Like, given the life we see Cardi living, this is it. Like, Cardi is gonna be 45, still pulling up, saying, "I'm around. I'm doing this, girl. So what's tea?" Like. You just admitted to getting hoes beat up because they fucking with your husband. Beat his ass. Fuck these hoes.
She paid dues to do that, by the way.
To beat him up?
To beat the girls up. She paid dues.
Oh, wow.
Women because the women were fucking with Offset.
But
are you gonna get anybody to beat up the niggas that took his chain?
Okay. And you really need to be beating his ass now because, honey, Well,
This,
I don't want to
my
bring
God.
celebrity gossip into it, child.
Sweetie, literally.
You know, that's my,
sweetie.
because you know that's
Yeah,
my
and
shit,
that
honey.
sweetie shit, like that's another thing. Like that's just it's just too much.
Oh my
And Meg
God.
is just like
Meg out the way. I feel like
I think she's minding her business.
she's
Meg
minding
is minding her business, but it's just like just continue.
Yeah, continue to
mind
mind
your
your
business.
business. I
yeah.
love me some Meg the Stallion.
So don't just
Put
say
it
I
in your
can
music. Put it in your music. And that's what I say about these rappers, because we all know rappers.
Exactly.
It's the sport and being braggadocious and, you know, coming for each other in the rap. But like when y'all on Twitter, it's just like y'all could be working on y'all stuff. Cardi, where's your album at? Nikki, where's this album at? Because you done gave us
because hot shit was not hot. Hot shit was ice cold. Hot
that
shit.
was a horrible song. That was not a good song.
So Nikki, so Cardi, come on, baby, you got shit that you need to be doing. Now she redeemed herself with that song with Glorilla. Or as I like to call her.
I like the Glorilla, song. It's cute. It's cute or whatever.
Hallelujah. That's her.
But that song when Nikki and all them Caribbean girls, I love it. I love that song.
Oh, you listen to it. You listen to it.
Oh, I love it. And it has my faves that I grew up with as a Caribbean boy. What? With Spice. She has like a lot of like Jamaican and Trini artists on there. She doesn't have Allison Hines, but that's fine. But it's actually really good. Spice eats. Like I need y'all to get into Spice.
That video where the boys had like their penises out.
What video was that?
Well, yeah.
It was like measuring tape or something like that. Spice from Love and Hip Hop?
Oh,
you know what? I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop.
But that Spice?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a video out of like men with their cocks out.
Oh. Okay.
And it's like she
measured spicy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She is very
I like that
I
one.
love her. And she doesn't play with her stuff. But my last question before we pull up your performance is, what is next for Pradia?
Well, the album is coming out in February. The name of the album is going to be announced at the end of this performance. More content. You know, I want to be more committed to doing like little skits on TikTok, and I just want to figure out what I want to do with my YouTube. I'm not sure yet. The reviews just don't fulfill me anymore, and I don't think it's the reviews that don't fulfill me. It's the shows. Like I'm not getting anything from the shows, and it's like I can't. Y'all know my saying in my videos. It gave what it gave, so I'm gonna give it what I got. If it's not giving anything, I can't give it what I have. And it's like every one of these shows, they're great. Kudos to all of the cast members on all of these shows, but it's like more of the same. It's just the same shit. And it's like me and YB, we talk about it all the time. I don't want to just be sitting here cursing out the same.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying the same shit with different names attached to it. And at some point it's like, okay, something's got to give. But I'm very much into like, if I am watching a show and every now and again I'll be in the mood to do something, fine. But I definitely want to grow my social media presence and my awareness on Instagram and on YouTube. I just don't know how. So I'm figuring that out and how that works. And I'm trying to fit Kitty Rocks back into my schedule. And yeah, just more growth for me. And just figuring out what's going on. Now that I'm in the gym and I'm just trying to clear my mind different ways, I'm figuring out myself a lot more. And I'm 32, so it's like I'm in the groove of like I'm in healthcare. I'm in healthcare and vegan, so that's my 9 to 5. But yeah, I just, and that's stressful at times. That's very stressful. But yeah, just progressing, learning more about myself, and becoming more content with who I am. Figuring it out, being more comfortable in my skin, being cozy. Shout out to Beyonce. Period.
I'm dog.
I'm dark.
Beige.
Ice and
beige.
Beige.
I'm black.
I love
that.
I'll be mouthing that because that and my album are all of that I listen to in the gym. That Renaissance is just over an hour and my album is 42 minutes. So with the combination of the two, that's just about my entire workout. And I just be getting it.
I never thought
Renaissance
about that.
in
When
the
I get my
gym?
gym membership, I'm gonna definitely listen to Renaissance when I
Oh,
Renaissance.
Renaissance at the gym hits.
yeah.
Woo!
I haven't been in a minute. I know I need to go. When I do go,
Especially, I'm
man.
that girl when I'm like, these motherfuckers ain't what?
Yes.
I'm going in. And I'm
I'll
like,
be like,
ooh, I
oh,
don't even know how I'm doing that much.
I just be like, girl, I know they'd be like, what the fuck is he listening to? Because I just
I'll be on the treadmill dancing and be like,
Yeah.
it's like a whole video in your head. Like she gives you an energy that is just like next level. And I take a pre-workout too, so I really be amped up.
so without further ado, I hope this plays. I was trying to do this backstage, but we have a performance by Pradia. You want to introduce it?
Okay, this is a song that you guys have not heard before. It's called My Little Friend. And it's very special that we're doing it today because the song is about mental health day. Well, just about mental health in general. And today is Mental Health Day. So the fact that the song is centered around mental health and this is Mental Health Day, really just take it in. And I refer to my depression as my little friend. So in the song, you kind of hear me like talking about how I wanted to go to whatever party I was talking about or whatever situation. I wanted to do it by myself. I wanted to go alone, and yet my little friend had to show up and just take over. And that's a lot of times with anxiety or depression or bipolar disorder, that's what it'll do to you. It'll show up and just kind of take control, and you won't even be able to shine like your true self because it wants to rear its ugly head. So this is my take on that.
All right. So without further ado, this is my little
friend.
My little friend. Yeah, I was trying to read it. So let's you guys.
I would mute everybody because you don't want it to reverb.
Yeah. Let me move you guys. Can y'all see it though? Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if it's gonna. 1 second. Uh, and that. Found it. Alright. Found my screen with the following. Shit. Wait 1 second. Show my folder. I don't know why it's not playing. Okay. Oh my god. Let me do this.
Did y'all watch Dahmer?
I'm not watching it.
I did. Did you?
I am not watching it. That's traumatizing.
I like shit like that though. Like I love like true crime stuff. I could watch that all day.
I mean, it was a bit jarring.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was, and it's not like it had too much like gore or like you ain't seen nobody get killed. But
yeah, it wasn't a lot of gore, but it was just the mentality we had to walk.
Yeah.
Just knowing what he was doing. It's like, and I felt for the deaf boy. That really took my heart.
Yeah.
That took my heart.
Well, I would not be watching that. It's too traumatizing for me personally. I can't watch anything like, especially something that was real and it could happen to me.
But like I found out later after watching like different reviews, they fictionalized a lot.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff that happened in the series didn't really happen. Like the Niecy Nash character lived across the street. She didn't live next door to him at all. Now she did call the cops and stuff as many times as she's portrayed, but yeah, she lived across the street. But yeah, it was real traumatizing. And I guess a couple of the people who died in the series didn't die in real life. They just kind of fictionalized
How would you get them off? That's kind of weird.
To make more drama, child.
Yeah, to create more drama. I think that's what that is.
See, I like Ryan Murphy, but a lot of his stuff, but I can't.
Why can't we see it?
I do not know.
Did you upload it onto the little video thing?
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I don't know why I can't see it. Like I can hear it now, but I can't see it. Okay, now I see. Okay, I see the. See if it comes up now. Plus, I think my computer's acting slow right now. Humble beginnings. Humble beginnings.
That's why my computer was acting earlier today. I'm like, I know you're not acting up. My
Wi-Fi be acting like that, and I'd be like, is you get paid? You get paid every month, so I don't know why you do.
You think you want to just send it to me, see if I can do it?
Yeah, see if send it to let me send it to you.
You got my email?
Yeah, I think from the last time it should pop up.
Okay, yeah, just search up Darren, and then I guess I'll just press present, and that's why I put it in the video file.
Because it was literally just showing the video on its own, which is kind of weird, like separate from the audio just now. I'm still getting used to the StreamYard because I don't really use this.
Yeah. I use Streamlabs when I'm by myself. Like I don't. Like,
you know what I wish I could learn? Oh, well, maybe you could teach me, Darren.
Streamlabs?
No, not Streamlabs, but like making those customizable like thumbnails.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to do that. I know how to do a lot of things. I don't know how to
Canva. First, what? Yeah, your thumbnails look good. First of all, I'll be looking at yours. I'm like, oh, that look cute. Let me see.
All I do with my thumbnails is just, if I'm talking about a show, I just go to Google and grab like a screen grab of the episode, like the most controversial part of the episode.
Use Canva. Use Canva. Canva is the best way to.
Do you pay for it? Because I just use the.
I do. Yeah.
Okay. I use the free one, and then right when it say download,
I'm tired of paying.
I mean, look, you gotta. Sometimes you gotta pay for things.
I'm paying for StreamYard.
This is true. This is.
Yeah. But yeah,
I paid with StreamYard. I didn't want to pay, but I had to do it.
How much you paying? I'm paying $10 a month. Then.
I got the $20 because at one point
I think
how
I'm
you paying
paying the
15?
10.
No, I'm paying 10.
What tier is that? Hold on.
No, the thing was you had to be grandfathered in. Like I got the $10 tier. Yeah, before it ended, I got the $10 tier, and they was like, if you want to just keep it, just don't end your membership.
Child, I did not even know that. Wow, so you paying $10?
I sent you a message backstage, Dan.
I'm paying $10. The crazy part about it is I'm not even using it, so it's like I need to start doing more.
Yeah, my computer is definitely slow right now because I had it on for a while. What is this? Let's remove this.
What we can do, you can have but I'll tell you later. I'll send you my email. It's a lot.
I'm gonna send it to you.
How long is this video?
It's like just under 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Because you know how sometimes them emails be like, "Oh, this file is too large."
Is your thumbnail of an old white lady?
No.
Why is my TubeBuddy not working? Oh,
wait, now is it now playing?
Is it?
I think it is.
I don't know.
Will's got the heat.
Tonight I'd go alone. I can even see it. I can see it back here, but I can't see it on the. I'm gonna just send it to Darren.
Okay, yeah. Let me go on my Googler.
I just sent it to.
Because I could see it backstage, but I can't see it in my thing here.
Oh, we could hold on. I think I just got something. Got you. I got yours. Let me click the download. Come on now. Why y'all do okay?
This reminds me of I used to watch T.S. Madison, the Queen's Supreme Court, like the original.
Yeah.
And she will the sound will always mess up on her every Monday night. but you know what it was? Look where she is now.
Yeah.
Even though they said that movie flopped, Mama's in a movie.
What movie was that? That was Nola.
No, she was in Zola was hilarious. Her prayer. Special prayer. A special prayer. You never seen Zola?
No, I never saw that.
It's based on, remember Twitter? There was like a story thing on Twitter, like this story feed where this girl was tweeting everywhere she went with this white girl, and the white girl was basically a prostitute.
No, I have to watch that.
It's good. I think it's on. Is it on Showtime? It's good. And T.S. Madison plays like a house mother in like a strip club. Like she's there for like 5 minutes. She's not there long, but she's herself. She's funny. All right, so I have it. So without further ado, let's get into this performance by Pradia. Was it my little friend?
My little friend, yeah.
My little friend. All right, I got it.
Will's got the heat.
I said tonight I'd go alone. I said tonight nothing would go wrong. But my little friend wanna tag along. Oh, you always try to crash the party. I'm trying to be nice, you being all that. Where is my phone? Where is the valet? Cause I'm ready to go. I'm trying to find the nearest exit. Cause you won't want you acting reckless. I'm trying to move away, but everyone knows you my little friend. So you walk through the door with me. Now you work in the crowd on me. Trying to take the spotlight from me.
Will's got the heat.
Now you walk through the door with me. Now you work in the crowd on me. Trying to take the spotlight from me. I you just gotta carry on. Always trying to crash the party. I'm trying to be nice, you being all that. Where is my phone? Where is the valet? Cause I'm ready to go. I'm trying to find the nearest exit. Cause you won't want you acting reckless. I'm trying to move away, but everyone knows you my little friend. Saw you walk through the door with me. Now you work in the crowd on me, yeah. Trying to take the spotlight from me. My little friend. Saw you walk through the door with me. You know what? Now you work in the crowd on me. Trying to take the spotlight from me. My little friend. Saw you walk through the door with me. Now you work in the crowd on me. Trying to take the spotlight. You can have it, you can have it. My little friend. Saw you walk through the door with me. Now you work in the crowd on me. Trying to take the spotlight. I think I need the remix.
Woo! That was Pradia with My Little Friend. I love that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
see
that
the,
was-
I see the
yeah.
Beyonce influence.
Yeah.
'Cause I do the same thing. I be like, here,
Yeah.
right, you get it, gag on it. It's
Yeah.
here.
Gag
Come
on it.
on, Rebirth. I'm excited for this, and it drops in February, right?
Yeah, it drops February 3rd.
Nice. Well,
Okay, now we got the exclusive. All right, yes.
yes,
Yes.
we got the exclusive. We got a little bit of a performance. I was here bopping back. I saw you backstage. You was going in. I was like,
I love it. I listen to it every day, so
yes,
it's
oh
familiar to
my
me. But
God.
I love this album. Like it really feels good. And My Little Friend, I just think it was so necessary because a lot of times I use that as a term now. When I'm talking to my mom and my family, they're like, "How you doing, Kat? You know what's going on?" And I'm like, "My little friend's in town." You know, like that is a safe way for me to tell them, "Hey, I'm not in the best state, but I'm here. I'm present." Thank you so much, Envying. I'm present, you know, but I'm not myself. So just, you know, bear with me. And you know, I'm not saying that people have to use that phrase, but if you want, that is a very clever way of letting people around you know, hey, my little friend's in town. I'm depressed right now. I'm anxious right now. I'm having a bipolar upswing or downswing. Like I'm not myself. My little friend's in town, and that it really creates a community and a safe space. And this is a way to talk about it, you know, because a lot of times, how do you talk about mental health in an R&B song, you know? So this is a way to, you know, but I wanted to make sure that we did it this way because it's very easy to get misguided into thinking that I'm talking about me going out with a man and he's just the life of the party, because that's the way I talk about it, but that's not the case.
I love it. I love the way how you presented that song. It's very poetic.
Yeah.
And we need more of awareness into the music industry. So definitely, on behalf of myself and Darren, I want to thank you so much for coming on here, being my first guest. Hey, for the Music Maker Monday segment. Any last words you want to say, Pradia?
Be your best self. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. I would steal some words from Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of times when you feel like you want to quit, I think that's the moment you should push harder, because I think your only regret will be giving up on yourself and not trying. So it's never as dark as you think it is. Somebody's always got it worse. And I'll steal something from somebody else. Coco Jones, she said that her therapist told her that
love her. Oh my God.
Think of
unappreciated
in situations like seasons. It can't rain every day, you know, or we would flood and the world would be gone, you know. So there has to be sunshine at some point. So take that in mind.
Right. Period.
And where can the people find you, Pradia?
Everything has changed now, because at first I was at the Cat's Meow official, and then I was at the Cat X Meow, but now I'm Crazy Sexy Cat. I'm just Cat, you know. I'm just Cat on YouTube, and I'm Crazy Sexy Cat on Instagram, or you can follow Kitty Box Podcast if you want to follow that. And yeah, I'm around. I'll be here, but again on my terms and on my time. You know, I have to do it that way to give y'all the best version of myself. I have to.
Right.
Period.
And where can the people find you, the Darren Green Show?
Oh, you know where they can find me, child. I'm at the Darren Green Show on YouTube, Darren Green
Hey,
Show on Instagram, Darren Green TikTok on TikTok. Okay, you know where I be.
Your videos have been blowing up too. Like when you talk about like hot topics and stuff, like I'm starting to see your stuff. Like,
are you starting to see my stuff? Oh, hey,
yeah, his stuff is blowing up.
I'm starting to see you
on TikTok or on YouTube.
Oh, For You page on TikTok, and I'm starting to see you on the Explore page on Instagram.
Oh, well, thank you.
Nice.
Oh,
yes. Congratulations.
Yeah, you know, I just gotta I get into them topics, child.
Just stay consistent, you know.
Yeah.
Stay consistent. I mean, all that you do, stay consistent, because, like Dee was saying, it has to pay off at some point.
It has to pay off. Yeah.
And you guys know where to find me here at It's Me D. I may change my name soon. I might change it. We'll see. As well as on Instagram, D_Dior. Thank you guys for coming. Next week, we're going to definitely have a topic discussion. And Pradia, you are more than welcome to come back next week and talk with us.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to talk about the state of music today. And is it different from back in the day when we grew up? So that's the topic for this week. Thank you. It
has definitely changed.
It has definitely changed. But thank you all for coming, and I will see you guys next week. Later, and welcome to Music Maker Mondays.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Later.